Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here for our weekly tarot astrology readings for the week of November. Let me make sure, November 5th, 2025. We're going to get started right away. I want to remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes only, using the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot deck. And let's go. Let me write down the first timestamp for Aries. All right, here we go. This is for Aries for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we get. This is for Aries for the week of November 5th, 2025. Oh, that card flipped out. Let's see. I'll show you what we got here. Hold on. Oh, and another card just flipped out too. All right, I love that. Beautiful cards here. The first card you get is the Six of Wands. This is like a leader riding in, you know, the community. The war has been won. The community is doing a parade. It's a beautiful card of just moving forward, but yet getting some recognition on like a job well done, which I just love that for you. Then you get this Knight of Pentacles. This is like, I feel like you're looking for new horizons. It's a very slow card, one of the slowest moving cards in the deck, if not the slowest, but very slow moving card. But here we have these fields, like you're planting new seeds. This is the time to look ahead, but stay grounded, but plant new seeds. And I love it because this outcome card is Temperance. And this is like the seeds you're planting now will really contribute to your balance in the future. And not like, I heard like 2 weeks. I mean, it's not like you have to work on something for months and months, but things are wrapping up really well. Looking at, you know, you have new sights on some new things, planting some new seeds. And I love this Temperance card of having this balance coming into your life. And I just heard it's much needed. So there you go, Aries. I hope that resonates. All right, now we have Taurus. This is Taurus for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Taurus for the week of November 5th, 2025. Taurus, let me give these cards a shuffle. Woo! I'll tell you what, you have some energy in these cards. A couple more shuffles here for Taurus. Okay, here we go. Four of Wands. This is like a commencement, right? Something's ending to a new beginning. You're graduating, you're getting married, you're having a baby. One phase of your life is ending, but it's all good because a beautiful new phase is beginning. I then have the Strength card here. This is courage, strength, you know, that inner courage, making, you know, just feeling good about things. But also, you know, with this infinity symbol, having balance and moving forward in like a really, like a mature way is what I'm hearing. This Ten of Swords card, this looks very, you know, oh my gosh, look at that card. But this is like, I get the feeling like you've learned your lessons in the past, right? This has happened in the past, getting stabbed in the back or getting some negative information or whatever. Now you know moving forward who you can trust, who you can spend your time with. You know, I just feel like it's actually time well spent because you're ready to move forward with some beautiful new things, but you're also holding on to the lessons that you've learned, and which is good. You're keeping them in your back pocket and you're moving forward in just a very solid, firm way. I just see solid footsteps ahead of you. So I love that for you, Taurus. I hope it resonates. Let's see. Now we have Gemini. This is for Gemini for the week of November 5th, 2005. This is Gemini for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Gemini for the week of November 5th, 2025. The first card that I get for you here is this Judgment card. I believe that this is Archangel Gabriel, and he is calling everybody out to, you know, out of the darkness. Like your eyes are being opened. Two of Pentacles, you're juggling a lot of things, but you're doing it well. But it's almost like it's time to have your eyes open onto things that you no longer need to juggle, some things that you may be able to put to the side or just drop off your to-do list. And then this Queen of Cups, your intuition, high intuition, but nice smooth waters around you, nice smooth emotions. You know, it just kind of, I feel like you're just growing up to a new level. You know, it's one thing to be at a certain level, but then you kind of mature or you grow up to a new level. And I just feel, in Gemini, that's really where you're at. You're just moving up to a new level in life, and like a more peaceful level. So if that's not the case yet, it probably soon will be. So I love that. All right, and now we have Cancer. This is Cancer for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Cancer for the week of November 5th, 2025. Cancer for the week of November 5th, 2025. Couple more shuffles. Who's bullying who is what I just heard. If you've been bullied or you feel like there's some stiff competition around you, that may very well be the case. It may be why you're sitting here holding tight to your resources. You're not really sure. You know, these people are, here's the bully, and these people are walking away without their swords, and they're like, all right, just, you know what, just leave them alone. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to hold tight to my resources for things to change. I love it because you are probably doing exactly what you need to do. Here is this King of Cups. He's riding the waves. This is the emotions. He's been doing this for a long time. That's why he's a king, and he knows I'm just going to sit here and I ride the waves because I know things will get better, things will change. So I just get the feeling that, you know, just moving forward, sitting back, riding the waves, holding on to your resources, think, you know, change is coming. And I heard calmer change is coming. So there you go, Cancer. All right, and now we have Leo. This is Leo for the week of November 5th, 2025. This is Leo for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we get. Leo for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we get here. Leo, beautiful card of Temperance, of balance, of taking things that are maybe opposite, but putting them together maybe to get something stronger to move forward, or changing things, turning lead into gold, you know, turning water into wine, just making, you know, just having balance and using like all your knowledge to move, to put things together to move forward. Page of Cups, using your discernment, right? Having a fish in a cup is kind of like, you know, a silly thing, right? Paying attention to your dreams. That also is representative of this card. You may be getting prophetic dreams lately, or, you know, you could be getting some coming up. Paying attention, but being discerning, and also being discerning because this Knight of Wands wants to move forward. He is getting ready to spring, right? Spring forward with creativity, with new ideas. But you know what? It might be time just to slow down, take a look, right? 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, just balancing yourself. I hear grounding yourself and moving forward. I will tell you, your bottom of the deck card is this beautiful Queen of Swords. This is moving forward, but moving forward in a very, you know, thoughtful way. The swords are, of course, thoughts, and moving forward in a thoughtful way for you, Leo. All right, next up is Virgo. This is Virgo for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Virgo for the week of November 5th, 2025. Of course, I'm having troubles here shuffling the cards. They're not flying around. It's not like it's a lot of energy in the cards. It's just, you know, oh, now here's something that fell out. We're going to keep that card. Okay, here we go. 7 of Swords, a strategy change. Someone may be wanting to steal something from us. I'm also a Virgo, an idea. Just something, right? Might be something material, but it might be something like an idea for a song, or an idea that we have, or something that isn't, you know, physical. But just keeping our guard up and knowing that we may need to do a strategy change, either in our life in general or to avoid this from happening. For instance, we are extra vigilant in locking our car doors, or, you know, whatever. So just keep that in mind. The Queen of Cups, high intuition, which I love this. And things are really very, you know, the water here is just flowing, you know, nice. It's just very calm. Really listening to our intuition. And listening to our intuition as we look into the strategy change, or what, you know, may be taken from us. And then we get this Devil card. This Devil card is like restricted. We're restricted, which kind of makes sense because, you know, we're kind of people are, there's something going on here that's restricting us, that we're not too keen about it. We know intuitively it's happening. We might not have the proof yet, but just keeping our, you know, just knowing that at any time we can change our thought process. We can do some meditation. I don't want to say walk away from it, because that may be a good idea, but also just keeping things where you just keep it in your back pocket and you're like, you know what, I know it's out there, and I'm going to just check in on things every now and then, see how this particular issue is going. So So that's just, it just kind of seems to me a little bit of a behind the scenes kind of week for us Virgos. All right, here we go. Let's do Libra. This is, let me write down the timestamp. There we go. This is Libra for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Libra for the week of November 5th, 2025. Here we go with Libra. Libra for the week of November 5th, 2025. Libra for the week. Oh, now there's two cards that flew out. Cards are flying all over here, Libra. So we're going to keep those two cards. I see them and yep, there you go, right? I'll show those to you in a moment. The first card is the High Priestess card. Libra, you might have really high intuition this week. Also, somebody might be hiding something from you. There might be something behind the scenes. Or I'm actually getting it's more that you're hiding something from someone else. And it could be a good thing, like, it's a surprise birthday party or something like that. Or it could be maybe not so, exciting as a surprise birthday party, but I feel like something is covered, some kind of information is covered, and I almost feel like you're the one doing it. Knight of Swords, this is moving forward, like, this is my new idea, I'm just going to put it out there, or this is how I feel about you, I'm just going to put it out there. I would caution against this. This is, maybe doing it so strongly, it might be better to write it down and then throw away that piece of paper, or whatever the ideas are, just keeping them to yourself for a while. But you do Ace of Swords, you have like a new beginning with like I just heard this is a crazy term and it makes no sense in a way, but it's like mental freshness. It's like you're coming at a new perspective at things and looking at things from a different perspective. And I love that because it's like, yeah, new things are coming. But I would say with this card, just being a bit cautious on on the delivery of it, whether you deliver that information right now, whether you wait, and whether you just do it in more of a slower toned down fashion might be beneficial. All right, here we go. This is Scorpio. Scorpio for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Scorpio for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. My Scorpio friends out there. Let's see. Well, that shuffle wasn't so good, but I'm just going to shuffle these cards up just one more time. Two of Pentacles, balancing. It's like a balancing act. I always look at this card as like the to-do list, things balancing back and forth, but you're doing a great job at it. But I also look at this card as needing to have some more fun. If something comes up, an event that maybe you can go attend with some friends, some family, whatever, it might be a good idea. And not really paying any attention to these cards as I put them down. I look down and what is this? The Three of Cups. This is being with friends, having fun. It's abundance. It's, just having fun with your friends and people and family that really are close to you, that really have your back. And it's funny, I should say have your back, because I look down and of course, here's this Ten of Swords and this person has been stabbed in the back. It might be a good week. This happened in the past. We all have been stabbed in the back. We all have had people and issues and situations where, our best interests weren't at everybody in the forefront of everybody's heart here. So now this person knows who to stay away from. Also, it's in the past, the sun is rising, keeping those lessons in mind. So having some fun, having that fun with family and friends, people that really love you, and knowing that, just that discernment, keeping your guard up to a certain degree, not crazy, but just knowing, there's some people that are just not my cup of tea, and I'm just not going to really spend a lot of time with them. Sometimes we do have to spend time with people, at work or with our family or whatever, the people that aren't exactly our cup of tea, but you know how to handle them. All right, next up is Sagittarius. All right, so Sagittarius, here we go. A big chunk of cards fell out, so I'm just throwing those back in. This is for Sagittarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. Sagittarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. First card I get here is the moon, intuition, and not seeing clearly. You don't see so clearly at nighttime, like with the sun. In the moon, not seeing so clearly. You might have a new idea. You're coming out of the water here, maybe on this new path, not really sure where to go. Really relying on your intuition, on that inner voice. I love this because then you got the World card, and the World card is like a new phase. Yes, you're starting something new. You're ending something. Really, two cards saying, one phase of your life is ending and a new phase is beginning. And then we have this Seven of Wands card. I almost hear that as this new phase begins, it's almost like you may have put it in motion by your belief systems or what you enjoy doing or what you love. And you know what? You might have to defend yourself on that, but it's okay. Listen, I like doing this and this is why I'm doing it. Or I don't like doing this and this is why I'm not doing it. And you know what? Defending yourself and just being you, right? Just being who you are. And I just heard, I am who I am, and that is enough. And you know what? That's who it is. I am who I am, and that is enough. And I just get the sense that you may be wrapping some things up that you do for people or whatever that you're just not interested in doing anymore. And you know what? That's okay. So there you go. All right, next up is Capricorn. This is Capricorn for the week of November 5th, 2025. Capricorn for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let me give the cards a shuffle here for Capricorn for the week of November 5th, 2025. Good. I think I got a good shuffle here. So there you go. I'm smiling because there's one card that keeps coming up for all the signs, not all the signs, but for many of them, which I shuffled the cards really, really well. So here we go. First card up. This isn't the card I'm referring to, although it did come up earlier. Temperance, balance, right? I feel like you're sitting here, Capricorn, this week and really starting to put into balance, whether you are grounding yourself or whether you are just making new choices or starting to make new choices going forward, or just always making new choices that are like, this is going to keep me in balance. My mental health is just as important as my physical health, and now things are going to start to change. Ace of Pentacles, a new fertile beginning. You're sitting here and I just get the sense for you, it's like changing your life around, your lifestyle, your life, your to-do list, whatever it is, you're making those changes because it is time now for a new fertile beginning. This is the card that I was laughing about. Many signs have gotten this card today in this third position too, which is this Ten of Swords, which is, yes, we've all been backstabbed. Yes, we've all had issues, but you know what? Now we know who we can trust. We know who has our back. We know certainly who doesn't. So keeping this in mind, this is something that's happened in the past. As you can see, the sun is rising. But going forward, keeping these lessons in mind. And really, this is a balance and a fertile new beginning, but we're doing it now on new terms, aren't we? With new people, maybe with more by ourselves. I'm hearing for you maybe more on a solo basis, because you know what, Capricorn, is like enough's enough. I'm moving forward. So there you go. Hope it resonates. And now we have Aquarius. This is Aquarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. Aquarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. This is Aquarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. Aquarius for the week of November 5th, 2025. Okay. Sorry, I kept saying that. My mind actually went on to something else, and I had to just get focused. And what it went on to was a very good thing. It's something I'm actually working on. So my mind just went there for a moment. So here we go, Aquarius. This is for the week of November 5th, 2025. This Knight of Swords. You know what? Moving forward, but I would suggest, only you know your situation and you have free will, but I would suggest moving forward with an idea or moving forward with a comment or moving forward with something like mental that's in your mind, but doing so with a little bit of discernment. This Knight is just pushing forward. Whatever, any damage that he does, it doesn't matter. But I am suggesting not doing that, stepping back. Yes, you can move forward with your ideas, but doing it in a little bit more discerning, slow pattern. But you do you. You then get this Nine of Swords, and this is a card of anxiety, of worry, being up late at night in bed. But yes, there is this anxiety level, but you're also safe in bed. This person is safe in bed. They can get up in the morning. They can change their viewpoint on things. They can make phone calls. They can do whatever they have to do to put in place, going forward, like a new process, or get some people they know, their friends that are behind them, or whatever it takes to make you feel better. Then you get this Wands, this Five of Wands. Five of Wands, this is like gossip. It's these people are learning, they're training, they're not really hurting each other, but they're training, they're doing, they're learning. So just you know, staying away from any of the gossip, I think, is a really good thing. And I think that's really going to help to move forward in whatever this issue is. At the bottom of the deck card, you do get this death card, which is change. This 5, you know, petals, this white flower with the 5 petals, 5 signifies change, moving forward. And I hear, in many ways, I just heard leaving the past behind. So that may be the case with you, Aquarius. You know, so there you go. I hope it resonates. And because it's leaving the past behind in an ordered fashion that causes like the least amount of damage, so that you can start like a new fresh start for yourself. All right, and here we go now. This is for Pisces. Pisces for the week of November 5th, 2025. Pisces for the week of November 5th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Pisces for the week of November 5th, 2025. This card came out. I'll keep it. Knight of Swords, moving forward with a new idea. But I would caution, you can do whatever you want. This knight is just pushing forward. He doesn't care what kind of damage he causes with his new idea. However, I would suggest new ideas moving forward, but doing it in a discerning way, doing it in a way that I just heard that everybody feels included, that everybody's getting a slice of the pie. The next card is this Queen of Wands. This is someone who sits here. They look at the data. They know how to move forward, but they also listen to their intuition, their gut feeling before doing so, or as they do so. And I just heard that they can change gears, you know, to like, I don't want to say to lie. That's not what I'm saying. They're not going to deceive anyone, but they can change gears with the audience that they're with, and they can like modulate their message. And I think that that's important. For whatever's going on. Again, you have free will to do what you want, but then you also have this Wheel of Fortune card. Like the wheel is turning. If you go out and you do things in a positive way, that wheel turns around and comes back and gives you positive things, right? If you do things in a negative way, the wheel comes around and, you know, it's that karmic, you know, that karmic kick in the butt is what I just heard. So, you know what? Going out, being positive, doing things in a nice way, being nice to people, you know, as you move forward, no big deal. Also, your bottom of the deck card is the Magician. I am getting the sense that you have new beginnings going and using all your tools to move forward in the strongest way forward. And just, I heard being kind as you do it. All right, my friends, that's all I have. Of course, your timestamps are below, and I will see you tomorrow for our weekly energy reading and a 3-card pick, and Friday for our weekend energy reading and a 3-card pick. And until then, namaste.